Good morning, everyone. Most especially to our visitors and adjudicators for this morning debate. I would like to thank personally these people who are around. First of all, our very own school head, Principal 1, Dr. Lisa A. Domingo. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. Our debate coordinator and trainer, the best debater of Fatima National High School, Madam Sara Constelacion. Master Teacher 2 in English, Mrs. Lenita L. Biboso. Also a debate trainer, Ma'am Cedri L. Campos. Debate trainer, Ma'am Vaini A. Galupines. And our department head in English, Mrs. Mariana L. Wood. So, today we'll be having this debate with the topic legalizing same-sex marriage. And I would like to give the floor to the chairman of this debate, Ruel V. Lagama.
Once again, good morning everyone. I'm Ruel Lagama and I'm the chairman of this debate. This morning the topic is legalizing the same-sex marriage in the Philippines. Once again, please welcome our educator. That knowledge first, the presence of our English department head, Mrs. Ana Maria Escoy, and our very own the principal of our school, Dr. Julieta A. Pinedo, and the master teacher to Mrs. Sineta L. Biboso, and the debate trainer and coordinator, Ms. Sara Constelacion and Ma'am Vaini Galupines, and the debate trainer and coordinator, Ms. Sara Constelacion, Ma'am Vaini Galupines, Ma'am Cedri Campos, and also the master teacher to Mrs. Sineta L. Biboso. The same-sex marriage in the Philippines. As a chairman of this debate, I like to introduce the government house or the proposition side, and my left side, Mrs. Catherine Alvarez, Mr. Edjo Suhatico, Ms. Sahara Marie, Mr. David Quijano, Mr. Amir Bacambla, and Estela Antipano. And my right side is the opposition group. Ms. Kirsakari Silaste, Ms. Giselle Shane Carmelopez, Mr. Rojo, President Rojo, Mr. Suarto Madi, Mr. Jomar Cinco, and Ms. Angel Moranta. Before we proceed the debate, let us know first the rules and regulations. The debater will speak minimum of 4 minutes and maximum of 6 minutes, and the POI will be the same after 1 minute of every speaker or speech. And now let's start our debate from the group of competition.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the first speaker, Catherine Alvarez, with the proposition side. We were going to create a parameter that cyclical references is not allowed. Let same-sex marriage be legalized in the government of the Philippines. Same-sex marriage is known as a marriage between two persons of the same biological sex or gender. It is one of the most controversial yet sensitive topics that have been discussed around the world. Politicians are having debates on these subjects, trying to decide whether it should be legal for same-sex to be married. Same-sex marriage is often viewed as being wrong by religious people because marriage is portrayed as women and men, uniting not women to women or men to men. Why they live in this earth if other people they don't understand them? Said that made a man for a reason. They are also person rights, so we must also help them understand and do not reveal. When they said lesbian and gay are pledged to do they know they're talking about they mistaken. So if you experience the difficulties they experience, what can you do? You physically hurt. That's exactly they feel. The purpose of this study is to advocate the positive effects of legalizing same-sex marriage in the Philippines. The four positive do if same-sex marriage will become legal. First is to exercise freedom of choice. Second, to control the population. And third, to have an opportunity to adopt children from orphanage. And fourth, to practice human rights. First and foremost, the opposition recognized that this debate is not about the rightness or wrongness of homosexuality as a positive case of state below. There exists reasonable disagreement as to whether or not homosexuality is morally acceptable. For me, why not to legalize same-sex marriage? It does not damage the personality of others. It was not contagious, and most of all, it will not cause for fatal. This is one reason why they are happy, so I am happy too. One of the reasons they do not behave this way is that in democracy we do grant some value to the interest and opinion of the majority. Even if we try to control the rabidness of the interest and opinion. Similarly, we also try to make government policies and same-sex marriage won't affect me, so what is the big deal? Since marriage is a relationship between two individuals, what effect would it have on the rest of us? At first, you really ask why so, but when you know it would let them know where they deserve. The time is always now to end this vacuous pattern of discrimination against homosexual citizens to legalize same-sex marriage to award the right of marriage to every citizen and having citizens be viewed as equal in the eyes of the government. I temporarily close my face. That's all.
Debaters spoke 4 minutes and 28 seconds. She's on time.
I am Presa Karen Celeste, the first speaker of the opposing side, and I would like you all to hear me out. Ladies and gentlemen, the same-sex marriage should not be implemented, especially here in the Philippines. We would like to emphasize what we're standing up for. If we're not against the LGBTs or lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, but the marriage they're trying to legalize by the government. Can I react to your parameters? Can I ask? I'm asking you, why don't you guys want God, Bible, religion in our argument? in your home? Or maybe don't you have a religion? And don't you know that God exists? It's quite sad, that we don't acknowledge God's existence.
You are your now favorite thing.
Therefore, it's right for us to include God, culture, and religion later. Maybe that's what pushes you to this argument. Because they're the reason why God, religion, and culture is the reason why we oppose this act, the immorality that affects God. According to the Teacher Daily survey, one of the trusted survey in the country tells that this past July 1, 2015, on the demographic scale, 77% of respondents opposed same-sex marriage. As the U.S. Supreme Court voted 45 to legalize same-sex marriage last month, a ruling which LGBT activists saw a culminatory victory follows a decade-long struggle for recognition. Here in the Philippines, a hugely conservative Catholic nation, same-sex marriage is still very much taboo. 7 out of 10 Filipinos strongly disagree with the allowing same-sex marriage to be recognized in the country by our trusted Rappler survey. This argument decision also touched a firestorm of protest among conservatives like us in the opposition to still see the marriage as a union between man and a woman as a sacred, and we must show our respect and respect its sanctity. If you respect God, you need to respect His ways. We can offer our respect to LGBT community, of course, but us. We can offer the church their marriage. We'll be insulting God if we let this happen, right? Hear me, brothers. No to same-sex marriage unless we invite the wrath of God. Another point of view is if there's a moral wrong in a civil right, right? Homosexual activists argue that the same-sex marriage is a civil right, similar to the struggle for racial equality in the 1960s. This is wrong, because the same-sex marriage opposes nature that the two individuals must still be a man and a woman to create a family from a natural sterile union. It naturally tends to create a family. It is in the child's best interest that he is raised under the influence by his natural mother and father, like you guys. There's this soon-be discriminating factor among the children raised by 2 mothers or 2 fathers, much that he don't have a blood relationship with them. The child would naturally seek its parents, love, care, and most of all, their presence. Being absent as the child's parents will clearly affect the child's mental, moral, and spiritual, leading the depression or maybe can cause the death. Same-sex marriage is not a solution and never been a solution for anything. Think about the children. It is not the answer. Our Christian-dominant country, the Philippines, is not prepared for such things and not suitable for those things either. Proposition 5. Choose and think twice. Choose what everyone knows right and you know what you're depending on. That's something.
The debater spoke 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Sheet on time. Now let us hear the second debater from the opposition side.
Before I start anything else, I introduce myself again. I am the head and the second speaker of opposition. We should legalize the same-sex marriage because providing same-sex couples with an state legal and social recognition of their relationship in no way infringe upon the rights of others. Allowing same-sex marriage about extending the privilege already enjoyed by the majority to exclude minorities for inference imply in terms of the sex of the person with whom they are in the middle relation. Further, and very importantly, lifting the ban on same-sex marriage is not only about addressing the rights of these minority groups, it is about protecting the rights of people in general. If we say exclusion to certain groups,
You, I will be now entertained.
privileges is okay for some. Then we are opening up the doors to introducing laws as we exclude others. In a different space and time, it may be your right or those of your loved ones that are affected. Equality, respect, dignity, and a sense of belonging are ideals and values endorsed by society. When these values are not upheld for some, it has the potential to affect us also. The lack of opportunities for the gay and lesbian community to legally and socially validate their committed relationship not only affects the couples involved but also their families. Same-sex attracted individuals do not exist on the fringe of society or in isolation. They are someone's son, daughter, mother, father, brother, sister, aunt, nephew, grandparent, or grandchild. Having a family member treated differently by the community at a large can negatively impact the family as a whole who argue against same-sex marriage in the name of God. People tend to forget that even they do things or acting which are not supposed they have also things which are not supposed to do. They have also feelings and they also need care and totally acceptance. Equality, respect, dignity, and a sense of belonging. Why not let people who are gay and lesbian to be happier in their lives? Like many who are married to us, disabled partners who are to function sexually, they are able to live without fulfilling their sexual urge and drive. And what should be legalized same-sex marriage. I memorize most.
Elevators go 15 minutes and 3 seconds. Season time. Now let us hear the second debater from the opposition side.
Good morning, everyone. I am dissociating from letters for the protocol. Now our topic is about legalizing same-sex marriage in our country. For us, we are disagree about that kind of topic because we are Christian country. As what they said, we are protecting the right of every citizen, which is LGBT. But how are they going to protect it
they say that we protect it were going to legalize this kind of marriage. But let's just think that what is the effect if you're going to legalize same-sex marriage? Then we should say that no, right? Because you don't believe that you're legalizing because you follow your feelings, your time, your
You
emotions,
will now be listening.
your emotions, right? So that's why you're want to legalize it because you're following your emotion, your heart, and your feelings. But you start to think that what is the effect if you're going to have same-sex marriage? Let's just say that you are not married. Then do you think that we're going to build a family? We're not called a family. Why? Because you don't build a children. You can't make a children. Because you are the same sex. Yeah? Okay. So, as what is called marriage, we're going to talk about marriage. Listen. Marriage is really explicitly that it is perhaps one of the most important arguments for opponents of eligibility marriage. The idea that marriage is sacred as a sacrament underlies much or more vehement that motivates them in ways that the other government can only place. And then, you said a while ago, the purpose of marriage is to procreate children. So, should we do prohibited straight couples from being married if they're biologically incapable of having a kid? What about they simply don't want it? The percentage of married couples with children has been declining over the last 25 years, but couples who don't want kids can still get married. And that adoption counts because around 19% of same-sex couples adopt kids. Okay, this is so different to the question. Yes, this is your question. When you say that in a synod of person, I'm just okay. I am debating your question. This is okay. You say your statement that when that's what I'm going is there's marriage reminds women that want to have a children. But in our generation now, no one don't want to have a children. Yeah? Am I right? No, you're not. Okay. Okay, this is not our topic, so legalizing that marriage. And this is it. The eligibility marriage that define the definition of a marriage. A common argument that legalizing same-sex marriages is not going to undermine the institution of a marriage. A marriage between members of the same sex is a self-contradiction. And if the unions are legalized, the marriage itself across the country will be hard. Because the institution of marriage is in such trouble already. So that's why in our presidential opposition book, we disagree about the legalizing sex marriages because LGBT, we accept them, but there are so much more, there's so much more free to our country of what we want to do, but don't speak on the more one thing. So like marriage because that's not part of our natural. That's our. Thank you.
Leaders go 5 minutes, 2 seconds. She started the time. Here, the second debater, third debater from the competition.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shahara Marie. I will start my argument. We should legalize same-sex marriage. Same-sex marriage is not a marriage of both genders. So we're here to celebrate marriage, man to man, woman to woman. Some people said, oh my God, being married. They're so sad. Are they insane? We hate them. Okay? Later, please, wait. We should respect them and accept them. Practice human rights. We are all human. We have rights. We just believe them of how they act, they dress, and talk.
I will now be entertained.
So based on my research, that Filipino lesbians go to the U.S. to get married. Because in Philippines, we can accept them, we can respect them. In fact, we judge them. For example, a songwriter, a singer, and an actress, Isa Figueroa decided to go to the U.S. with her fiancé to get married. Because in our country, it is not allowed to marry same-sex marriage. It is like we are taking away their rights. We judge them. Later, please, later. Sorry, yes. We don't understand it. For real? Same-sex marriage. Oh, later, please, later. Same-sex marriage can help us. Translation. For real, same-sex marriage can help us. To lessen the population of growth. It is a solution. It can help us. Later, please, later. Please, again. For the gays and lesbians, having to marry is the highest point of them to marry the person who accepts them. Marriage is not about having sex. It's not about having a child. If you want to have a child, why don't you adopt? Later, please. If you want to have a child, you can adopt. If you want to have a child, you can adopt. Now, love is not all about sex. Having a child, love is all about living happily ever after. Let me say that. You stated that. Let me tell you, I thought that if you want to have a children, you can adopt. But don't you think that if your child grow up, what can you typically say that, who am I? Can you think that he accepts your family that she or he have a cool daddy? It depends to them, to how they raise their child. Depends to them. So if they say earlier to the child that I'm sorry, you can understand us. We love each other. It depends to them to how they talk to their child. Okay? Okay. We should legalize this. Okay. But what you are saying is it really affects the child, right? It could really affect the child, especially here in the Philippines, right? And what you're saying is, actually, sex is a part of the marriage, right? So why
That part in your argument, is there any problem with that?
And then, same-sex marriage, marriage is not all about sex, I said a while ago, okay? And same-sex marriage is not all about having a child.
It's about raising a family. Then why is it not about having a child? A family is composed of father and the mother and child. Why mother?
Okay, thank you for your argument.
Elevator go 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Snap time. And POI are not the same. 2 POI are the same. Now let us hear the third leader from the opposition side.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Francis John Vito. We would like to ask both sides of the case. How are we able to mention like and the people that show respect when what you insisting of doesn't even respect God, and do you even know the quote God first before anything else. God first before anything else. Let's go to something. Marriage is not a relationship between human beings. It is a relationship rooted in the human nature, ruled by natural law. Natural law elementary concept that good is to done to pursue and evil is to avoided by natural nature. Man can say what man says. Only man and woman can make a baby. Sex marriage is destroy the institution of women, of a marriage as woman. The Philippines is a predominantly Roman Catholic country, with approximately 92.5% claiming to be a Christian. Since 2006, the anti-same-sex marriage bills in the Philippines have been introduced and depending. Our laws are clearly, the family code only recognize the marriage between a man and woman. Marriage is a permanent nature of a man and woman in the complementary of the sex. For example, if same-sex marriage is legalizing in the Philippines, for example, proposed legalizing again, possible happens if every man leave their wife to replace or replace in other like gay, because they no need to work, because selling their own body replace for a money. Do a little more in case than you think possible can if same-sex marriage supposed to be they have same-sex marriage. Supposed to be every child needs mother and father. The true family had a mother and father, especially their own child. I may add later. Man and woman can know what's good and what's bad for themselves. This we can know the end of purpose of each of their acts and how it's normally wrong to transform the means that help accomplish an act into the act purpose. Gay marriage lowers the status of women. Men and women seem equally important rules in a society. It's starting that a man can do a woman's nurturing job is the ultimate insult to women. Be true to yourself. Same-sex marriage neglects the value of marriage. It will further witness the family bonds that society tries to maintain. Gay or lesbian sex is a form of idolatry where people worship each other instead of God. We stand believing that marriage is the uniting of a one man and one woman, and commitment for a lifetime, and it's a relationship of a dominant male for a subordinate female. And we believe that same-sex marriage is against the law of God. I close this case. Thank you.
Gratitude to everyone. My name is Daisy Anciano. I would ask you, first speaker of the opposition, why would you say that entering marriage is about the selling of your body? It's not about selling your body. It's about the fulfillment of two persons. And because they already knew what is the highest meaning of that marriage. Sir, this is my argument. Gays and lesbian proceed to lock them out of the central institution of the nation society. Same-sex couples who may aspire to the transcendent purposes of marriage and seek fulfillment and the highest meaning. True union is more profound than marriage embody the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. Marriage embodies a life that we endure even past death.
You stated about devotion and how are you able to say that you are devoting to below respect God? By saying about the immorality of the same-sex marriage.
As what we have said in our parameter, we are not talking about stating a biblical word or God can't never been allowed here. So because we are respecting the word of God. People misunderstand their men and women to say disrespect the idea of marriage. They flee is that they seek to find fulfillment for their life. Their hope is not to be condemned to live in loneliness, to destroy one of civilization or their institution. They ask for equality, not for the eyes of God, not because it's in the eyes of the law. The Constitution grants them right. Same-sex couples are similarly separated to different sets, as what we said. Couples in terms of their economic status, their family decision, their independence, and their valuing of marriage. Later, it's no surprise there that gay couples eagerly take advantage of the right to marry when they have it. Research shows that couples who marry gay or straight men want to express their commitment to each other, to their family and friends. Same-sex couples want to marry to create a firm personal and legal foundation for their own lives and security for their parents and if they adopt children. Overall, the evidence suggests that letting same-sex couples marry would be good public policy. Same-sex couples and their families will benefit and the institutions of marriage does not suffer. Homosexual couples' interest in marriage is a vote in favor of ongoing relevance of marriage in today's world. A change that should strengthen, not weaken, the institution. Go. You say that.
Did you hear things like that? I'm not like that. Please make louder, guys. Wait. She's my... I am the president. I deserve in her.
Lesbian, gay, okay, question. Okay, you're saying repeated that. You're repeated the right, right? Right? So, right. How? How? I listen, so that's why I have a question because I listen.
Did you hear me said that? Did you hear me said that? Did you hear me said that it's the right of the homosexual couple if in their fulfillment. I prefer those
The leaders spoke 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Ito time, assuming I 2 PUI are not entertained in 1 PUI is entertained. Let us now hear the first debater from the opposition side.
Good morning to all of us. Again, I want to present myself and we would like to clarify that polygamy cases will increase more than a man and a woman relationship. As earlier, Shahara Marriage stated that we discriminate and don't respect LGBT. Our opposing side, first speaker Kesha, already clarified about dealing with this and dealing with this. We are okay about the relationship, but they the only marriage we don't approve. Same-sex marriage is the cutting edge of the sexual revolution. In 19...
You are not today.
Society was in 1960s, society was pressured to accept all kinds of immoral sexual relationships between men and women. Together, we're seeing a new sexual revolution where society is being asked to accept sodomy and same-sex marriage. Homosexual same-sex marriage is universally accepted as the present step in sexual freedom. What logical argument can be used as the next step in pedophilia, bestiality, and other forms? Another, I just want to question the first speaker of the proposition side. You said earlier that you are respecting the wisdom of Lord, but why are you affecting the same-sex marriage law in this?
We all know that we are just a sinner. So why don't you allow them to be happier in their lives? And your thought would be that homosexual couples are sinners. We are all sinners here in a different way.
And also, you say that you just want to accept this law because of you want the person who are lesbians to be happy and make their choice. Why you say that why can you say that they just want love? Example,
if they're living, why did you say that they just want love and there's no sex that one they do? And example, if two same-sex marriage couples are living in 2 years, did you sure that they don't marry? This is, if you, example is, if a same-sex marriage couple is living together in 2 years, if they are sure that there are no sex, they did do sex in in the past years that they are living together. And that's all, and I will close my case.
7 seconds. Season time. 1 POI are Let's now hear the chief debater in the
Morning to all of you. For anything else, I would like to introduce myself first. I am Amir Basabla, chief speaker of same-sex couples should have access to the same benefits enjoyed by heterosexual married couples, because it's unfair for them to non-LGBT community, or it should reflect the right of every people. So it includes the LGBT community. Like what they have said, marriage is not having sex, and it's not about having them. It's all about love, because love has no boundaries in faith. But we are referring to love. Does that mean the affection between a man and woman, or the affection between two individuals, regardless the sexuality? Which is providing same-sex couples with same legal and social recognition of their relationship is in no way infringing upon the rights of others. It's good to them. I personally feel it's very fine for LGBT community to be married in civil ceremony based on Jimmy Carter's statement. Further, lifting the ban on same-sex marriage not only about addressing the rights of this minority group. It's about protecting the rights of people in general. If a solution to certain basic privileges is okay for some, then we are opening up the doors to introducing laws as we see fit to include others. When these values are not upheld for some, it has the potential to affect us all. The God never said a word about homosexuality. In all of his teachings about beautiful things, he never said that these people should be condemned or cursed. So, again, when these values are not upheld for some, it has the potential to affect us all. Personally, we see the word sexuality from the phrase regardless of sexuality, can be referred as a boundary from the code. Love has no boundaries, which should just be a hindrance or a problem in finding true love. And I am agree to legalize same-sex marriage in the Philippines. So,
Yes, not all of us are sex. Then, how are you sure that they are not having sex? How are you sure?
not all people having sex when two persons, two individuals in same sex is having sex because their sex matters and
Then, what is the purpose whether they are not special? And what is the
because they love their self, their option. So they're respecting the personality of others and temporarily close binding relationship.
Here's 5 minutes and 80 seconds, season time, and 1 DOI are agent attendance. Now let us hear the fifth debater from the opposition side.
Good day, everyone of us. Good day. Good teacher party for anyone of us today. I, the member of the negative side, would use the Bible to discuss related service. It would actually serve a bit of common sense that this kind of knowledge will learn more arguments. The Bible is the same section, but we cannot get away from the Bible. The Bible is not with authority and morality. It is strict marriage. As I have mentioned a while ago, the Bible is only one of the authorities of our morality. Another authority is our morality as citizens of the Philippines and our culture. For so long, we have observed and preserved the moral standards of marriage between a male and female. This culture of marrying only between a male and female has caused a habitual decision for many, many years, and has defined the conflicting sense for definition and conception of marriage. I, as a Filipino, upon hearing the word marriage, form in my mind an image of a man and a woman. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, another of the authorities of our morality is tradition. One of our traditions is that the husband will carry the wife from the doorstep to the bed after marriage. It gives me goosebumps. Imagine a man carrying another man to the bed. More so, I give my reading copy of
said earlier that this is on our tradition. Then we can put some here because we are modern now.
But these are traditions. We can change it.
Like the code, it's depend upon the time yesterday for you to live tomorrow, or
But it depends if the next generation will follow the tradition of our ancestors. Another tradition
that we have in the Philippines is that the legitimizing of the marriage after the marriage. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Too bad that after legalizing the same-sex marriage, a very disturbing declaration will be done between the husband and the husband, and the wife and the wife. Legalizing marriage will pollute our society. Let us maintain the wall between our society and same-sex marriage. Let's see the children of the next generation. If you love, you won't know what will happen next, right? Based on our research, if a man intercourse with another man, we don't let it happen because it will cause AIDS and HIV. If you will do what your heart wants, like making sex with your other guys, you can say that you are still very bad and you are not a teacher.
You said we're not religious. The same-sex marriage is not religious. Why do you want to marry? They need the blessing of God.
No, but God made only a man and a woman.
He's also a man. And that is also a man. But you're married.
But you said
Order.
God created only man and woman. Next one, David said that a gay is also a man with a different skill nature because of the influence. Then even though he is also a person and has a legal right to
Now I temporarily lost my ironman skill.
So, 1 second, listen time, and 3, you are the activator or Buddha from the population side.
Good morning, everyone. Before anything else, I would like to introduce myself. I am Priscilla Yadipala, the last speaker of the proposition side. First, may I recommend to, as we all know, legalizing same-sex marriage is a big issue in the world, and also in the Philippines. Based on my research, many same-sex couples are being discriminated or mortified by people because they believe it is a mortal sin, and they playing the marriage. Let me clarify, you guys. We're debating here because same-sex marriage is not still approved in the Philippines. In the other countries, especially U.S., same-sex marriage have approved, so it means man-to-man and woman-to-woman can be approved. From the first speaker, my argument is, yes, the child will find the love of its parents or biological parents. But question is, where are they? Where are these parents? They forsake that child and choose couples who have the same definition of love. When you say family, we always think there's a mother and a father with their children. Let me ask you again, can you call your biological parents a family when they've forsaken you? We believe family is like with our personality with the people around us who has given us the exact meaning of love. Next is for the three. It doesn't mean marrying same-sex is disrespecting God. They do respecting God. But we are just a person and committed sex. And since you have regulated the parameter, only I could say to it that also God said, just ask forgiveness sincerely and He will forgive you. Then if you are a sinner, are you going to continue it? You know what's right or wrong. Sometimes, I will give you an example. When you are, your parents, especially teenagers' life, our parents said that we should not enter early relationship, right?
because you love this person, you will regulate the rules of your mother because you love him. You can, even you know you love him, that's it. But you still pursue him because you believe that it is right. And if you will just ask forgiveness, sincerely, you know that he will forgive you, right? Okay, next is the fourth one, the fourth picture. Why won't you accept marriage? What if you are on their place? What would you feel? I'm going to give you a situation. You have a girlfriend. Then your parents don't like her, but you really love her and you are given a chance to be with that girl even if wrong. Will you choose the comments of other people or choose the girl you love?
It's not the same because me and my girlfriend are one, man and woman. And the same-sex marriage they are both man and man. Then other people should if other people have
So you mean you have to the girl you love just like this but they both know that it is a mistake because they love each other. That's why they choose to be with each other.
But it's not to say that both man and both women, it's not to think about, because marriage is good, but it's man and woman. And what is the purpose of marriage if we have the same-sex marriage? Okay, it insults of every woman. So I think it insulting every woman. So not every man.
We just really misunderstood the side of the LGBT since they do respect her. That's why they choose to be with that person they love. Of course, if you love the person, you will follow, if you enter marriage, because you know that person is where you find the fulfillment of the love, and you realize to yourself that you want to be with that man or girl forever, right? It depends on the person who believe or not. Next is for the fifth. You said that legalizing gay marriage would be taking thousands of years to achieve. A lot of things that always that were before they were gay. Like the ritual human sacrifices, lack of legal recognized human rights. Can we do it again? Not because we are 21st century. There are lots of changes, and aside from that, yes. Are we going to do it again? Are we going to report tomorrow? Excuse me, the furniture is So I believe that the government should legalize the same-sex marriage because we are protecting the legal rights of everyone. Thank you. And I believe that we and my proposition should be with that.
It's not all the time, and four POI are the same. Let's hear that the speaker in the
A pleasant morning for everyone. My name is Angel B. Moranta, and I am the rebuttal speaker of the opposition. Given by their statements, not elaborated and explained clearly, we
choose what's right and good. You should all think about it, to snap out of it, and end it with respect, understanding, choosing what's right between. We are not against the LGBT community, but the legalization of same-sex marriage here in the Philippines. We used to say that we are Filipino and that we are proud of it. Then what's the connection? Well, globally, we are known to be hardworking, trustworthy, and very religious. We makajot what our pledge, as being recited on the flag guarantee, right? Then, why does this defeat happen? Atomic enlightenment legalizing same-sex marriage. Probably we should answer this with no. But why is there confusion everywhere? Our environment has affected us and is influenced by immorality. But as a Filipino, we must protect our dignity, our traditions, and our identity, which our forefathers have fought for decades just because people overlook our right of freedom to express. Expressing is not right, but can you ask yourself, is it why? Okay. You said earlier that we are religious, our country is religious. Then you mean since US had already approved the same-sex, we are not religious country. That is really there are some in the America who are religious, and you know what? But in their society, they know what's right and what's wrong. Marrying same-sex same-sex is too much, right? Too much, you know. According to the definition of experts in the Marine Dictionary, marriage is a holy and settled relationship into which man and woman enter within the purpose of making a home and raising a family. Family is composed of father, mother, and child. And does this mean that when you're in love, you should or allowed to be married? No, especially on the side of LGBT. Some of the LGBTs are discriminated or are deceived by straight women or males. They just want the money from the LGBT. That's the common situation. Guys want to work or love a homosexual and they first pay for or they love to or in need of attention, which the straight guys and girls want to give. What everybody observed also, actually a gay commented that celebrity says that having a relationship with same-sex is masyadong magastos, butas bulsa ko, mahal kasi ang maintenance. Also, one of the representatives of LGBT who appeared in the TV show this last night says after their reunion, a very big reunion, Illusion says that we just want respect and equal rights. But when asked by the reporter about the same-sex marriage, that person thinks that they don't insist that. So why pursue? Just prove that what is this to be the law, to be legalized is not what they want. Still, legalizing same-sex marriage, if that happens, then it should be mandatory to us if we don't like it. It would affect our Filipino perception on what gender is real decision. Not all the time, people who love LGBT after only their money. I think that. Yes, they just don't love the money also. There are three reasons I said this. The money, or if that's not, the love or the attention LGBTs can give them because LGBTs are good lovers too. We are not selfish. We sacrifice for the good of everybody, but you know what's right, so we must sacrifice. Actually, let us respect and count the other legal opinions of the authority, my dear countrymen. Dignity in U.S. is disturbed and disappointed by Pope Francis' remark in the Philippines referring to the support of same-sex marriage as ideological colonization that is trying to destroy the family. said Organization Executive Director, Mariam Dadi Berg. That is our evidence. I close our argument.
5 minutes per session.
I will give the floor to our educator. We would like to entertain points of view from our audience who would like to speak their mind. Yes.
Very pleasant morning to all of you. I am Filito Mignano Jr. and I am the one of the commentors. I am a commentor not because they are my friends, but because this is what I truly believe. In my part, I really convinced that the Philippines should not legalize nation. Therefore, I am in favor for the positions they are right. There will good let us be true to ourselves are we. It is what you truly believe to, or you are just forced to because it already happened, and they had no choice to accept. As what one of the opposition says, if that happened, all of the straight men would let the women to be with the gays who say that they are willing to and is willing to give money. Why not? Their perception is already damaged and influenced by the immorality stated by the true position. I am more convinced on what I believe. Thank you.
Were you convinced with the speaker, or is it your own opinion that made you say so? Were you convinced? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's hear from another commentator from the house. Anyone who wants to speak his or her mind? No?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Johnny Tiago, behalf of the professor. Disagree agree. First of all, I say disagree for the proposition. Because I believe that God says, and also in the Bible, that man and woman can only marry. One say that I heard from the proposition that speaker that did you say that we are a sinner. If you know that we are a sinner, why you can stop it? We know that that's wrong. Why we can stop us? Why we can stop it? And to the opposition, I agree because I believe that only woman and man can be married. And also to the we are in the Catholic. We are almost a Catholic. We are believe in one. That God can love us if we accept it. Man and woman.
Okay, thank you very much. May we hear another point of view, please? One more? One more point of view. Sige. Ay, hindi. No more? Ah, yes. Sige. Last? Anyone sa behalf of the commentation, dapat kami proposition. You agree with the proposition? Okay. Disagree. Health problems. Okay, thank you very much. I think everybody who like to talk has already spoken. Now, may I now give the floor to our most beautiful educator, the very sexy, the two of them. Sino po? Miss Sarah Consolation. Good morning, everyone. So, I appreciate that this section is to encourage to have a debate at the school. Your motion is actually quite timely because internationally it's one of the most discussed topics about same-sex marriage. The U.S. has just previously legalized it, and our LGBT community is pushing for its legality. So now I would like to discuss how did the speakers went in our debate. So you were debating with the motion was this how should legalize same-sex marriage. This motion is actually a policy making thought. And I guess I wouldn't discuss about that because I understand that this was the first time. This is the first time that we had your debate. So I will be judging your debate speakers based on your quality of argumentation and logic. Okay? So first, government set the parameters in the Philippines and it's quite clear actually. It's not stated in the motion, but the government set the parameters in the Philippines. Okay? And they said that there should be no mentioning of the law. The opposition accepted this. Okay? And so the debate went on. Now, they actually defined as an M or same-sex marriage as the marriage between homosexuals. Okay? So, what I appreciated with the government is that they were actually pushing forward quite strong arguments. Only there should be some, we have to correct or improve some of the manners on how to present your argument. Because you know, I appreciate that you research on the topic. Only when you say debate, it's okay you have your notes, but you shouldn't be reading it all the time. Okay? When you debate, you speak while you think. You may read, but you shouldn't be reading all the time. Okay? That's your notes once in a while, but you should make pause. You look at the eyes also of your audience especially. So, read the arguments of the two classes. I appreciate how the government set the debate that it should be set here in the Philippines and that the opposition accepted. But among the arguments, I found that the argument of the opposition is actually more substantial. Okay? First, because their argumentation has a clear direction. While the government, although they have good points, these aren't really well explained, and there was not a clear path. On which path really are you directing this debate? So I would like to explain that. The opposition actually raised the definition of marriage. They were too specific in stating that this is the definition of the law as regards to marriage, but it is really the same. They said that marriage is a special concept of permanent union between men and women. This is the definition of the family code as regards to marriage, and this is the same. Okay? So the argument of the opposition has a strong foundation, while the government gives me the impression that they are not really after the law. Okay? What's important is the people, the right of the people to love. Okay? So I guess that could also be true had you backed it with facts or with provisions. You could have used the Constitution, our equality in life, liberty, but you haven't mentioned anything. And I guess it's absurd to say that we should prioritize our emotions over our law. Okay? Because if you would look into the setting, our society is going to chaos. This is logic, it's not taking any logic. If we would prioritize our emotions over law, what would happen to our society? So we should also consider our. Okay? So I guess the
argument of the opposition is quite clearer and has more weight than the government. They mentioned about respect God, although the government said that there should be no mention of the Bible, but I consider that really as and something that is not really biblical, because if we look into our constitution, the preamble states that we are imploring the aid of Almighty God. Okay, so it's not a principle in the Bible, because we as a people, we have the tradition as a people, as a nation, that we believe in God, that we stand in our religion. Okay? So your mentioning of God refers to our moral law, our tradition as a people. So I don't consider that as something that is okay? Kasi hadith din na bago, we should have mentioned first. Okay? So, next, the opposition mentioned about the discrimination of children belonging to parents who are members of LGBT. This was left unrebutted by the government. Next, same-sex marriage would undermine the marriage defined by law. That's true. Because there will be no family apart from definition of the law. Because it's going to be man and woman. If you will insist on certain parents adoption, you should first amend. That shouldn't be your good point. And you mentioned that in order for us to legalize it, your basic question is dapat is how. Given that it's not legal here, so the answer to that is para maalaw. Your next point is we should protect our identity as one nation from our abuse of our rights, which I also agree. Because we are one nation, protected by our customs and traditions, we are able to mention that. Although it's only customs and traditions, but these are the things that define us as a nation. The opposition made a good point in mentioning the real definition of marriage through the law. The government could have made also a good point had they mentioned the amendment of the law. Okay? Pwede natin i-legalize the amendment natin of the law. Okay? So I guess in this debate, I have to give my favor to the opposition. I'm giving it to the last speaker of the opposition. You're a good debater. You were the speaker of this debate. I'll be giving it to the last speaker of the debate. She's also a good speaker.
Thank you, ma'am. Go to the other Okay, please go back. Congratulations, everyone. You did a very good job. As first timer, that was really cool. That was really very good. For us, for me, I want ko lang sa kanila. Pero based on kanang observation, yung mga, hindi kayo malayo dun sa mga, mga totoong debaters na lumalaban na sa, sa mga tournament. So, congratulations everyone. Thank you po, dear colleagues, for this debate. And what will you say to them, guys? Thank you. Okay. So, a picture daw.